So these are my ingredients. This is my frozen carrot. I bought it 2 weeks ago. I chopped it and froze it. This is my red bell peppers. And for the bell peppers, trust me, where I am, no one should come for me if you come from this area. But where I am, you wouldn't see this type of bell peppers in the market. See how plenty it is, and even the camera isn't doing justice to how red these bell peppers are. They are very red. I bought them green. Knowing that she used red bell peppers, I had to leave it for 2 weeks to let it get ripe before I begin this cooking process. I remember when she posted the video, I quickly saved the video and then went through the ingredients she used, and I realized that I may need to buy bell peppers for it to ripen. And finally, our bell peppers are arrived and we are coming to use it for this awesome recipe. I love it. So I'm going to go by all that she said. I don't want to do anything different like I always do. And the spices, I have my thyme, my chicken spices, my curry powder, my turmeric, I have my salt, smoked paprika, like I have my sliced or chopped onions, my crushed ginger and garlic, and my spices. So guys, we are done, and this is our carrot and our bell peppers and onion, and we are going to blend it. So for her meat, I'm seasoning the meat with chopped onion, grated garlic, ginger, thyme, curry powder, chicken spices, salt, and then black pepper. She used cow skin, she used tripe, and it seems she used another type of meat, but I don't remember. I didn't write it down. So I'm only using cow skin and tripe. That's what I have, and that's what I'm going for. As always, my charcoal is ready, so we'll place this on fire. So we'll begin by adding chopped onions, and guys, I'm using half because she used some for the stew. So chopped onion, grated ginger and garlic. This quantity is okay. She added thyme, and my thyme, I've crushed it and placed it in my curry powder container. So thyme, that one I want to pour it in my hand. I don't want to put plenty. Okay, let me put everything. Now this is the curry powder. Curry powder, and curry powder is even finished. Let me add everything. My chicken seasoning. I was wondering why she added chicken seasoning instead of beef seasoning. My salt, and as always, this is the saltiest part of the cooking process. My black pepper in my toothpick container, and she said black pepper is underrated, so guys, we should use it. And black pepper, I've been using it since. It makes food very delicious, so try it. So black pepper. Ooh. So we'll season all that goodness together. And then we'll leave it for 15 minutes for the juices to come. Then we'll now add our water. Guys, the aroma, it's everything. As you can see, the juices have come, and she said if we are patient enough, we should let the juices sip back into the meat before we add water. So that's what we are going to do. So after a while, our juices have sipped back into the meat, so we'll add water. So I think this water is okay. So we'll now let it cook. Guys, can you see all that goodness? Smells so good. The spices, the natural spices I used has made it smell so good. Wow. So guys, after some time, our meat is soft, so I'm coming to remove it from fire. After that, she strained her stock, but I'm thinking too, should I strain? Should I leave it like that? Is it necessary for me? I think I'll leave it like that, because at the end of the day, I'll still add it to the stew. After I've removed the meat, I'm supposed to add oil. After the oil, chopped onion, thyme, chicken season, curry, bay leaves, and fry it till 2 minutes. Then I'll now add my blended ingredient. Let's go. So let's add oil. You said we should fry it with lots of oil. So guys, the oil is hot and this is the quantity I'm going to use. So I'm adding my onions. After the onion, we'll add thyme. Then my chicken spices. My curry powder is finished, so I'm adding a little bit of turmeric, because since turmeric is the major ingredient in curry powder. So turmeric, bay leaves, and then I'll stir. It smells so good. I wish there was rosemary in this, but she didn't say rosemary, so I'm not going to add. Instead, we should stir it, we should fry it for 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, I'm coming to add my blended ingredient. And for my blended ingredient, my blender is the most terrible and useless blender on this planet. So I managed to blend it into a very smooth paste according to what the blender can do. So we are adding it. We are fortunate this is stew, so there's not going to be an issue. If this was soup, I would have been in trouble. She said if you don't have tomato, this is a substitute. And I love it. I got a lot of blended pepper and carrot. What? How I wish this was smooth. But we are not giving up. I just poured it in the colander because that was the bowl available. She didn't strain it, so I'm adding back the juices. So I'll give it a stir. And she says this splashes a lot. That's why I use the bigger saucepan. So leave it for the magic to happen. I don't know the time we are supposed to add the stock, but I'll go through the video to find out when we are supposed to add the stock, because I have stock there and I have meat also there. What? All that is about to go in this. Stay tuned. I heard that she added smoked paprika and it seems chicken spices, but I've added my chicken spices already, so let me add my smoked paprika. Guys, it's 25 minutes later and the stew is simmering beautifully. So I'm coming to add my stock and my meat to the stew and let it fry thoroughly. She said it splashes, but I don't know. Fortunately on my side, maybe because the carrots and the bell peppers didn't blend into a very smooth paste as compared to tomato paste, that's why it didn't splatter. This is how it's looking, and trust me, it smells so good. Yes, it smells so good. So I'm adding my stock. I told you I wouldn't strain it because I love all that goodness. And then my meat. And then I'll give it a stir. I've not tasted it, so I can't tell you the taste for now. You have to stick to the video comes to an end to know whether I like this or I don't like. Sometimes aroma can be deceptive. The aroma can be good, but the taste can be terrible. So stay tuned. Guys, whilst our stew is boiling, let's fry our dodo. She complimented it with some dodo. sun is attacking me. My dodo is almost golden brown. Guys, I've been waiting for that moment where it was flataba. It seems I have a secret that I don't even know. Maybe it's because I'm using charcoal as well as it's not being very smooth. It's smelling good. Oh my goodness. The aroma just smells like combine this with rice and nothing else. Rice or spaghetti, that's just the aroma that is given. So the next phase you see is when it is ready, completely. Finally, our stew is ready. But before I show you the stew, here's the rice. Our rice is cooked. Here's our plantains. The lighter ones are what I'm coming to use. The browner ones are what I'm coming to keep in the fridge and chew as chips. Yeah, I love plantain chips. And then the final review of our stew. This is what our stew is looking like. She said we should fry it extremely well and it should cook very well. And guys, when it cooks very well, let me tell you, the aroma is different. Guys, I drank a lot of water whilst working, so I'm not really hungry, but I'm just reviewing it for you guys to know what is happening here. Let's scoop some of our stew. Let's take some meat. And this is what our plate is looking like. So guys, here is my food. This is how it's looking like. Yes. Hey, our plantains. I nearly forgot that there is plantain. This is the meat, the stew, and the dodo. So taste test. See how creamish this is. Who believe that there's no tomatoes in this? Guys, I had to swallow the meat. I had to swallow the meat and talk to you guys. This is nicer than tomato stew. This isn't just a stew. It's like she intentionally used the spices she used, so it gave a specific kind of flavor. Any spices she used in that video, if you want to recreate it, use the exact spices. What? The chicken spices, we are not taking chicken stew, but the taste, the aroma even said everything. I didn't want to conclude based on the aroma because I've actually scented a good aroma food that tasted bad. This is good. And let me tell you, when you give this stew to someone and tell the person that you didn't use tomatoes, the person will believe you. One key thing that I've realized also catapulted the stew to another level is it's cooking well. When you allow it cook well, all the flavors come together. When this is served, you package this and you give it to a friend. The person may think you bought it in a restaurant, and when you put it in your mouth, it has a kind of hit. Remember sweet aguile's oilless stew? When I finished, it actually tasted like beef sauce. This also tastes like a restaurant style stew. Let me tell you, hands down, this is 10 over 10. No cap, no cap. Guys, I'm not exaggerating. Put that one in the dustbin. Exaggerating for who? And you know what this has taught me? This has taught me not to complain about things in life. If the method you always use goes wrong, there's always another method. Remember when oil became expensive, I discovered how we can make stew without oil from Sweet Ajeli. And now I'm discovering how I can make stew without tomatoes from Joyful Cook. What? As always, the link to her channel is in my description. Subscribe to both of our channels. Joyful Cook, thank you so much for sharing this recipe. It has been a blessing to me. You may never know. I love you so much. Keep doing what you're doing because some of us, we are learning. Yeah, we are not here to joke, we are learning. Remember not to depend on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord always, for He's going to show you the right path. I love you. Stay blessed.